1354 and died in 1324. He was a Venetian trader and an explorer. After Marco Polo's father Niccolo and uncle Maffeo returned home to Venice after traveling as merchants, Niccolo discovered that his wife had died, leaving 15-year-old Marco in his care. Instead of leaving Marco at home in Venice, the two men decided that it would be better to take Marco to China with them. He left his home in Venice, Italy in 1271 with his father and uncle, taking with them camels, horses, and loads of goods.
The Polos visited Caucasus, Persia, India, and Afghanistan, and crossed the Gobi Desert on their journey. 4 years after beginning their journey, the Polos reached China. Marco's father introduced his son to Chinese ruler Kublai Khan. Marco described his palace as having walls covered with gold and silver.
Kublai Khan liked Marco a lot and asked Marco to explore his country and then to report back to him with what he had seen. Marco spent 24 years working for the Khan, traveling to places that Europeans had never visited before, such as Vietnam, Burma, and Tibet, and Sumatra. After several years, Khan finally said that the Polos could leave the empire. They were told to escort the princess whose was marry a Persian king. The Polos and a princess headed to South China Sea. It was a long, difficult voyage. Stops were made along the way at Bordens, Sumatra, Ceylon, and other places, until the ship reached the Persian Gulf. After leaving the princess in Persia, Marco, his father, and his uncle finally went to the Black Sea and headed for home.
Marco Polo, his father and uncle, returned to Venice in 1295, 3 years after departing China, with their pockets full of jewels and riches. Marco joined the army to fix the edict of the Genoa. He was captured in 1298 and held in jail.
While in prison, he dictated his travels to another prisoner, Rustichello and the Travels of Marco Polo, last published in the French, Italian, and Latin. These stories were so fantastic that many people believed they were not true, as he spoke about paper money, pearls, gas, beautiful pottery, gas powder, and many other tricks.
Polo was released from prison in 1299. He returned to Venice, had married and had 2 daughters. He remained in Venice for the next 25 years, running the family business. He died at the age of 17 in his home on January 8, 1324.
Centuries after his death, travelers verified Marco Polo stories. The book was inspiration to explorers who followed in Marco's footsteps, including Christopher Columbus, Vitus Bering, James Cook, and others.